All right. Well, hello everyone. This is not a video that I want to make at all, by any means. But it's absolutely a video that I need to. For me. I'll explain that later. But mainly, it's for all of you. I think it's absolutely fucked that I haven't said anything yet about this. I've held my tongue for a while. I actually filmed a video a few months ago, actually right after Suicide Forest, explaining everything, but I was so emotionally charged up that night that I was like, this should never go on the internet. So I decided to go, let's take a breather, let's bring it back. But at the end of the day, it's been eating at me every single day since this has happened because I haven't told you all. And in my opinion, it's a really shitty thing to do that I would like to apologize for not addressing sooner. Because all of you, I'm assuming, have spent a decent amount of your life watching this channel or these videos or TFIL videos or anything like that, and you deserve to know what happened and to pretend as if nothing ever happened and everything's all good and fine and dandy and the universe is made of fucking rainbows and chocolate is bullshit and not the way this should be handled at all. So my goal tonight is to sit here and give you all of the information, everything that you could ever want to know about what happened and why, genuinely, I feel betrayed, heartbroken, bamboozled, whatever you wanna fucking call it, et tu brute, knife in the fucking back. I'm gonna explain it all, but I wanna give you all the information because I want you to form your own opinion on everything. And also, without all the information, it may not make sense, or you might be like, Elton, you're fucking overreacting, you're being a bitch. But when you have all the pieces together, I think you all can make your own conclusion. I also say, if you see me looking at papers, it's not a script. This is legitimately notes on fucking everything, so that way I can stay moderately on track. Because if you just let me rant, I'm gonna get heated, I'm gonna get way too emotional, and I'll probably say some shit that I shouldn't say, and this is my way of staying on pace, okay? Two things being said, I want to tell you this right now. Video's not monetized, completely turned off. I can say whatever the fuck I want, curse all I want, it doesn't matter. This isn't about views, this isn't about money, I don't give a fuck. This is about you guys and you knowing what happened, because I feel like as though you need closure. Also, legally, I'm saying this right now, legally, every single thing I say in this video, and I'm being as serious as I can right now, this is the only time I promise I'll be this serious, can be legally factually proven in a court of law, under oath, under a lie detector test, with not only receipts, but I got the whole fucking IRS bank vault full of information to prove every single thing that I am saying in this video. Because I'm really tired of having people lie about me, and I just fucking take it. It sucks. I did 3 years of it. I did 3 years of hate and death threats for shit I never fucking did. And I finally said something, and boy, oh boy, was it a blessing when they reached out to help fix that. I'm not going through that again. Okay, serious part's over. With that being said, this breaks my heart. He was my best friend for 7 years, roughly. Okay? Roughly 7 years. Absolute best friend. He was there when I proposed. I had a groomsman box ready for him until he did what he did. And then now he's not in my wedding or even invited to my wedding. This sucks, okay? So whatever heartbreak you feel about him not being on the channel anymore, TFL or Overnight or Haunted Homies, trust me, it hurts a lot more, okay? I'm gonna try not to cry right now. This is the only second time I've ever talked about this out loud. It fucking sucks, okay? That's that. That's why I have this, so I can stay on track, okay? The other main thing here about giving you all closure and explaining everything is I genuinely am very afraid of him spreading lies. I've already seen a few things about him spreading misinformation here and there about me, things that aren't true, things that I'm hearing from people extremely close to me, and TikTok clips and all these different things, and I'm like, that's fucking bullshit. Now, whether he's lying intentionally, he just doesn't know better, I don't know. Either way, it's not cool. The other thing is, I have been on the other side of this exact situation when he left another channel, similar in content to mine. Probably know what I'm talking about. And when that happened, there was a lot of slander that was going around, a lot of crazy shit he was telling me. And because he was my friend, I believed him. And I believed him for years and years and every single thing he told me. And since this has happened, I've had plenty of time, lots of months, to reach out to those people and lots of other people throughout time and find out all of it was fucking bullshit. It was made up, magical, fairy tale shit. None of it's true. And the thing is, I was always asking to be like, can you prove it? And I was always getting these wishy-washy answers, but I believed him. Because he's my friend. Why wouldn't you believe your friend? And it sucks, because I feel as though I ruined quite a few friendships over the years because I trusted him and never gave the benefit of the doubt to ask and be like, hey, is this fucking real? And I think a part of it is because I was also afraid maybe that it wasn't. And if I found out it was a lie, then that would be the end of that friendship. That's whatever. Here's where I go ranty and I go off track. So let's stay on pace here. You guys probably know what I'm talking about, okay? I'm not going to give any examples at all of what was said because fuck that. It wasn't true, so I'm not here to start rumors. That's bullshit. That'd be insane of me to accuse one and then do the same thing. Pot calling kettle black. Whatever. Not doing that. Let me just say it was some shit that if you understood what was said, you'd be like, yeah, fuck those people forever, which would explain why you probably saw me throw little jabs here and there, and there's a bunch of other stuff, non-social media people related, that I was like, can't be friends with you anymore. It sucks. I feel really bad about it. I've reached out since. I've said sorry. I probably owe a few more apologies. Yeah, and all that shit that happened led to me getting a lot of hate and death threats and more rumors and Elton this and Elton that, and I'm like, what the fuck did I mean, I kind of know what I did because I was kind of instigating here and there. Anyways, we're getting off track. Here we go. Back on the thing. You get what I'm saying? Okay, I'm pissed about that whole situation. I don't like it. I don't want that to happen to me ever again. So that's a huge reason for making this video. I'm going to set everything perfectly straight and clear and forward so there is no room for any lies or fabrication or manipulations or exaggerations to be said about what happened in this situation, okay? Because, again, I just want this all to go away, dude. I just want to make the videos on the Overnight channel the best I can for you. I want to make the videos for TFIL the best I can and for you. I want to keep Haunted Homies going. I poured my entire life into YouTube and to content and to making videos, and I just cannot stand to see another time where one person could plausibly throw a wrench in the fucking works and destroy the things that I've tried doing, okay? I'm a good person, whether you all might realize that or think that or not from the videos, and sometimes I seem a little dicky and edgy in the videos, which I'll also explain why that happens. It's never my choice. It's just shit that happens, which we'll explain. Okay. And the last key thing I wrote here, because I want to be extremely super fucking clear about this if I wasn't already, again, no hate. I think I already said that earlier. Please, fucking keep your opinion, form your opinion, keep it yourself. Don't spread any hate on any of his socials or any of other people related to him socials. Anything. You're watching this video, take it in. Sure, text your friend, talk about it with someone. I don't give a fuck, but don't fucking spread hate. Please, don't do that. Cannot make this any more clear. Do not spread hate. The guy that summons demons says, please do not spread hate. Thank you. I'm trying to make this jokey so it doesn't feel so fucking weird. Okay. Here's the first thing I'm getting accused of. And we're going to go through the whole thing. I'm going to try and make this fast, okay? I apologize. I just don't want to edit this video. I really don't. I just want to film it, click upload, and go. I've been accused of not paying people, which is insanity. I have paid people since the very first day TFIL, New Zealand, Sam Colby, and Corey. After the trip was over, I got a brand deal that put me in the profit. As soon as that ever happened, where I was like, oh shit, we made money on a trip, everyone started getting paid, which is almost the inception of the channel. Pretty damn near close. Everyone has always been paid. Everyone gets paid to like the most extreme level that I can. I care more about paying everyone else on the team than I give a fuck about me getting paid, because frankly, I maybe made some crypto investments a long time ago and I'm like, I'm okay. That's a side thing. I value everyone else and their income significantly more than my own. I'm going to go into details specifically on how much people do get paid, okay? But I just want to let you know that. Okay, and again, that's overnight people get paid, TFIL people get paid, Haunted Homies, everything, top to bottom. Okay, you go on a TFIL trip, all expenses paid, everything, flights, hotels, meals, activities, transportation. I plan everything, I do everything, and you also get paid to be there. It's roughly $2,500 a week, give or take. Some trips are a little bit more intense, some are less, some are whatever. You can do the math on $2,500 a week to travel and get paid to travel. It's pretty decent, but that's peanuts compared to what pay was getting done for overnight. Keep that in mind. Cool, fun stuff here. Okay. Yeah, so, again, everything I'm giving you is information that you need for the end of this. And again, sorry, my emotions are all over the place on this one. I'm not really enjoying filming this. The overnight channel, TFIL, all of them. I run everything, top to bottom, all of it. There are some people that help with research and little things like that, like Ginger, my fiance, who's going to be wife. Little things like that. But as far as finding locations and paranormal equipment and experts and just ideas and like all the different people we work with, and then of course flights, paying for locations, hotels, transport, meals, all of that, editing, post-production, hard drives, right? Every single little piece of overnight, I do. And everyone knows I'm always asking for help, okay? And here's a fucking crazy thing. If you have ever tweeted me a location or DM'd me a location or anything like that, you have sent me, even just one location, you have sent me infinitely more locations than Corey ever did. I'm going to let that one sit there for a second because again, I could go through every single text message, every possible thing you could ever imagine. There was never a time, ever, where he was like, hey, this location would be cool, okay? And trust me, there was never a time where he's ever like, this location would be cool and here's the website and how to book it. There might have been a time where he suggested like the Great Pyramids of Giza. That doesn't count. That's not a rational, here's a physical place we could go investigate right this year without getting infinite amounts of government approval, okay? Never suggested a location. Never once was like, hey, I found this super cool new ghost tool. We should get it. We should try it. Never found anything. Never once found like a paranormal expert and was like, hey, this person seems cool. We should go film with them. We should reach out to them. Nothing like that ever happened with someone who says they are absolutely dedicated, right, to finding proof of the paranormal. That's what I say. That's what we agreed on for the channel. Never once, ever, factually, court of law, I can prove this, okay? Never fucking happened. That's the level of involvement I want to make sure you all understand as far as my workload versus his. His is non-existent, okay? We are both on camera at the same time. We both do equal work there. That's a wash. Everything else, you can see the balance is tipping. I just can't stress that enough that for like 5 years, that's how this went down, okay? And here's the other thing. This is an important one. This is where you get, sometimes see me in videos go, Elton, you're being kind of little shithead. Everyone always knows where we're going, when we're going, how we're getting there, and if there's any experts joining us, or if there's any like weird ideas I want to try. Forever and always, everyone always knows. Queen Mary possession. I texted everyone going, hey, I have this idea. I could bring these witches. They can do a voluntary possession and B340. You guys cool with it? They all go, yes, right? Always, forever. If we ever agreed to go alone in a location, we agreed to it. That's why towards the ends of the videos with him, you would start seeing us agree on camera, because a lot of times he would agree to shit, and then when we get to location, he'd be like, oh, no, I don't want to do that. And then that's where you start to see me get a little pushy because I'm like, what do you mean you don't want to do it? We planned this whole thing. They flew all the way here to do this. These people drove all the way here to do. These people are getting paid to be here to do this. I don't get it. Now you want to back out. Like, and even small things like, for example, the Dybbuk box, which is actually literally right here. Everyone knew there was a Dybbuk box. Everyone knew that. Right? Like, yeah, the big reveal looks scary, it's cool, but I was like, are we cool if I bring a huge haunted item with a bunch of other haunted items in it, and we open each one each night of the trip, right? That's another prime example. I told them it was a big Dybbuk because they were like, what is it? I was like, big Dybbuk box with a bunch of little Dybbuk boxes in it, and we're all like, well, the Dybbuk boxes are trapped, and then the Dybbuk box is trapped, so it's fine, and everyone was like, cool, and then what happens? Everyone's like, nah, we shouldn't do it, and I'm like, okay, at a certain point, I'm like, all right, whatever, you're doing this for the video, you're trying to show that you're afraid, but then at a certain point, you're like, wait, no, are we actually not doing this? And then I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, do you know how expensive all these were to get? Some of them were shipped in from like South Africa and Europe, Italy, right? Like all this. And now I'm confused and I have this whole idea, right? So again, that's where you start to see a little frustration from me in some of these videos. And that happens a lot and a lot and a lot. And then it starts to happen more on a severe scale, okay? Again, important thing to know, but they're my friends. I don't understand it. I try and move on. I try and pivot. I go, okay, let's fucking focus on the investigation. I don't know. But again, I'm the one who is in charge of these videos. I'm the one who like paid for the location and paid for us to get there. And I pay Evan to film and I pay everyone to be there. Like, I'm the one going, what the fuck? Like, we have to make a video here. And ideally, we have to make a good enough video because things were getting more and more expensive. And then that's where you start to see me kind of like internalize and panic, and I can't figure it out, and it just gets a little fucky, you know? And that's like my burden. Like, there was never any respect there from him about like what we agreed to, and then him knowing that it just, okay. I think you're starting to understand the picture. Now, because of the money topic and all that, you have to also understand some of the negative impacts that were happening on the channel. A key one, and I'm not going to go into details on this, is that collabs were kind of next to impossible. Because a lot of the times, I'm gonna figure out how to phrase this the right way, because it has to be correct. I have to phrase this in a way where it's vague enough because I'm not trying to throw other people under the bus, but also in a way where it's like truthful. Here's what I'll say. I'll just make it simple because it's whatever, it's truthful, and I'm not going to drop names. Collabs are damn near impossible because he was always talking shit on everyone. Always. Like what I said, when there was an exit from another channel, it wasn't a peaceful. It was like, you know what I mean? A lot of talking shit. Other people that he would film with afterwards would be like, fuck them, fuck this, blah, blah, blah. Again, I'm not going to give examples because I'm not trying to stir up shit. And again, I also don't believe any of it's true. But in my head, I'm going, okay, well, then we're never going to film with them if that's what you're saying. That doesn't make sense. So you don't like them. I don't get why, if you don't like them, yet you're still doing this with them. But, okay. You know what I mean? But in my head, it's just like, I don't pretend to like people. I'm all about being extremely overly blunt and honest. So that got difficult. But there were a few people that I was friends with first, like Josh and Dan, that I was like, no, like, we're going to keep filming with them. You know what I'm saying? That's a big hindrance to a channel in a community that I consider the paranormal community. And it's hard to be involved in the community when one half is like, fuck the community. It's very weird, okay? That's where I'm leaving it. Again, I have all the receipts. So please don't make me actually fucking publicize everything that was said. Just let's leave it there. Then, here's where it starts to get really shitty. In 2023, the entirety of 2023, there was no reliability. He kept quitting. And those are the ones on camera. Those are the ones literally on camera that he kept quitting. Those aren't the ones that, like, by the way, on camera on YouTube. Then there's videos on Patreon that basically not a part. And then there's the videos that we just never even filmed because he was just like, I'm just not feeling it. He's like, I'm just not up to it tonight. I'm just feeling tired. And I'm like, cool. So we just like flew halfway across the country and rented a car and everyone's getting paid to be here. And you're just like kind of tired. And at that point, I didn't have like the confidence to just like film without him. And also I didn't want it to be like a weird thing. And I mean, at the end of the day, it's my choice. I should have just fucking committed to it. But also that's my friend. And my friend's saying he's not tired. He's not into it. I'm like, all right, well, let's just get to a better hotel and, you know, let you rest for the next night, right? So then you start having that thought process. So again, in 2023, I'm pulling the exact numbers. I looked this up. 2023, we only did 19 nights of ghost hunts for YouTube videos. 19, that's it. 2 of those nights, he quit early. Hill House, which you saw, and Sweet Spring Sanatorium. Actually, it's 18 because Suicide Bridge was filmed technically in January. Anyways, we're still going to count it. Okay? 2 of those nights he quit early. Then we have 3 nights that he fully canceled. Fully canceled. Which means the location was paid for, everything was paid for, and he was like, nah, not into it. Again, keep all this in mind because apparently money was a fucking issue, but, not that much. We don't give a shit about it. Now, here's where I think things took a pretty heavy turn. And granted, everything I'm going to tell you is the first time I'm ever saying any of this publicly. The people that were involved in it all know this. The people that were involved in it all will 1,000,000% for sure on their life testify that this is the truth. And there are additional proof beyond just testimony that this is all valid as well. Okay? In those nights, I did not count the Warren charity live stream. You know that thing that we did last year that raised a little over $500,000 for Feeding America? That took me 2 months of planning. Not like 2 months, wow, no, like every single day for 2 months. Like a long time to figure out how to pull up a live stream, get a motorhome wire. There's a lot of BTS that people don't know about, like how difficult that stream was. And it was pretty expensive to do too, to get a motorhome, get everyone there and like pay for the location, you know what I mean? Like things like that, and equipment and malfunctions and marketing and lots of fun stuff. So if anyone tuned into that live stream, you know it was supposed to be roughly 7 total days to do the stream. That's kind of what we agreed to because we knew the goal was to hit $666,000 raised, $100,000 every time, adds 1 night. Do the math, 1 night's guaranteed, you have 6 nights, right? 7 nights, you start weird days, 7 days, 7 nights, something like that. That's what we guaranteed to. That's what we promised to each other. We were even considering going up to 10 days. It was a real consideration. And everyone at the Warren Museum was mad chill, and they're like, go as long as you want. It's a charity fundraiser. Do it. We don't care. And I was like, cool. And then, what happens? He quits. Some of you are watching and going, nah, I thought he got sick. Here's the information I will give you. Factual information. Man, the morning after, right? Not even 24 hours in, all of a sudden, not feeling too good. That's what happened at Conjuring House, what happened at Sweet Springs, what happened at a bunch of other spots. Not feeling too good. Okay, cool. It's cold, we get it, it's winter, there's no heat on. All right, sleeping on the floor, I get it, I'm there. Cool, maybe. But, and a lot of you were commenting this, which was really interesting because everyone on the behind the scenes of the stream, like that was Big J and Evan and Ginger that were running it, were like seeing all these comments going, wow, some of the people are catching on. Now, if you spent 2 months knowing that you were going to do a charity live stream in a museum, sleep in the museum, all of this is acknowledged, it might be cold, it's, you know, it's October, it's winter, it's fall, and a lot of money and time has been spent into this, and this charity is like aware of it, and there's a lot of different things going on, and all of a sudden you started to feel a little, not great. I would imagine that your first instinct would be to like, ooh, we should like maybe take some medicine or hot tea or let's figure this out. But everyone was like, hey, you should take some medicine or hot tea or something else. But instead what happened was they were secretly Postmating McDonald's and broccoli cheddar soup from, Panera Bread. There you go, that's the name of it. Panera Bread, right? When everyone's like, hey, dude, those are probably the worst things you could be eating right now. why are you doing that? You should be taking medicine or anything like this to go in there and feel better. But instead, it was just more time spent in the motorhome, which is where the hub was, doing that, and then just like coming in and being like, I don't feel good. Yet, what they weren't aware of is that there were people that saw him outside totally fucking normal. Fine. Like, no issue. And then all of a sudden it's... So, that's a cool, fun thing that I've been holding on to for a while. And that fucking sucked. Because there was nothing more I wanted to do than hit the fundraiser goal. To hit $666,000 raised. I wholeheartedly believe we could have hit $1 million. And that would have been insane. Because $1 million would have been 10 million meals for Feeding America and all this. And we all, like, fucking, all of you that were tuning in, that were watching, that were donating, spent all of your time. And then you firsthand got to experience what I've been experiencing for over a year. Which is just like, man, I don't really care that much, I guess. And yeah, you might be like, I'm scared. Cool. Happens all the time. We know what we're signing up for, though. You know, we had all the protection in the world, spiritually. We even had real security there, too, in case anyone tried to, like, swat us, or people tried to trespass. We had real security. We had spiritual security with everyone there. Okay, I'm not trying to drag in the people over at the Warren Museum, right? But everything was there. Every consideration was made. What are you afraid of? Cool. We'll have this there. What else do you need? Cool. We'll have that there. What else are you afraid of? Everything was taken care of. Everything was cleared. We agreed to all of it. Okay? And that fucking sucked. It sucked so bad. And here's the shittiest part too. If any of you even donated a penny, unless I'm wrong, I could be wrong here, but I never saw it, and I asked, so unless he lied to me, if you donated even a penny, you donated more than he did. Isn't that fucking crazy? Your own charity live stream event and nothing. Some of you might be like, but he donated his time. So did I. So did I. I also donated my time. I was also there. I wasn't getting paid to be there. I paid to be there. And yet I still donated $15,000-ish of my own money. Right? And I also paid for the entire thing to be set up. And my hope was that when we edited the whole live stream down and uploaded it as a YouTube video, maybe it would hit like 3 million views. And if it did, I would break even. Right? It didn't. It has like 640,000 views, something in that ballpark. Okay? So, whatever. I took all the money, not all the money, but I took a majority of the money I made from Haunted Homies, and I put it into the charity event because I was like, wow, it's really crazy that I made money, Haunted Homies, getting to do something really insanely fun. Let's put it back into charity. Okay? Because at the end of the day, genuinely, I really don't give a fuck about money. Money to me is just, whatever. You get Mr. Beast mentality. It's the same thing, but I'm just a way shittier version. Okay? That's that. Whatever happened there. Oh, that's my dog just scared the shit out of me. He just went out right outside the window. Looks like a fucking wolf. Okay. Yeah. That's what happened there. And again, I bit my tongue. I didn't say shit. I was like, let me just fucking do this stream. And if you were there, you saw I pushed as hard as I could, reading up names and donations and everything else. Also, every single guest that joined the stream, except for Jake Weber, was from me. I asked him to help to get guests to join the stream because getting guests to join the stream would help bring in new viewers and more donations. Same thing there. I think we had, I'm not like perfectly on track, but I think around 20 guests. 19 were from me, 1 from him, and I think even the 1 from him was me being like, hey, can we ask, please? Like, that'd be super cool if he could do it. So even on that contribution of a scale, nothing was there. Okay? And again, for full discretion, he did not get paid to do the charity stream. Okay, so maybe that's why. He was like, I'm not getting paid. I don't give a fuck about this. I don't know. It's a fucking charity event, dude. I'm pretty sure most people don't get paid for a charity event. I don't know, but I also didn't get paid to be there, right? So that's a whole thing. That is not great. That pissed me off. And now I'm just vocalizing that. What else is here? Cool. Here's the actual money thing. Again, because apparently this is the big reason, hearsay, that he didn't stay with the channel or whatever. It's the only thing that makes sense because I was nothing less than a fucking great friend. And I'm going to absolutely get into that and I will die standing on that hill of I was the absolute best friend you could ever fucking want to him. Other than like some of the common interests we don't have, right? But as far as like an actual spiritual, emotional, motivational friend, I feel like I was always the best person I could have ever been for him, to him. Anything he wanted to accomplish, I never was like, oh, dude, that's unachievable. If he had this crazy dream or something, I was never like, nah, dude. I was like, cool, maybe we could try this. Or if you want, I could probably introduce you to that person. Or you want to start that company? Well, hey, I actually know these people that do that. Oh, you want to ship this thing? We'll actually have a shipping person. Do you want it? Like, I did not. All I fucking want from anyone, especially like my friends, is the best they can ever have. You have no idea how happy I am, and I don't think I've ever gone on record saying this, but other than with Matt, everyone that I have seen gain success around me brings me more joy than any amount of success I can ever have. Okay? Seeing Matt, like the dude that I met via Twitter because he loved paranormal and would go to Cerro Gordo and Cecil, become a fucking superstar? Dude, it's incredible. Sam and Colby being like elite level creators now, making monstrous things, getting fucking eliminated by Logan Paul in a briefcase thing. You know what I mean? Like all of that was just insane to see. Even seeing old roommates have like incredibly successful podcasts. Dude, I love it. And I won't let anyone try and critique my character in terms of like how much I do care about my friends. Sometimes I show it in like hey, let's fucking do this, because I have this mentality that life is very, very short, and if you want to accomplish something, you should do it now. And I try and push people to chase after those dreams. Some people do it right away, other people don't. It is what it is. But that's the personality I have, okay? So, with all that being said, I care about my friends, I care about their finances, I have this I feel like a very good work kind of mindset of like, here's value and trying to pay people as much as I can. So let's do this, because again, this is written down to a T. At the end of the day, and again, tax receipts and everything else needed to prove it, he made more money than me on overnight. He'll tell you otherwise. He'll absolutely probably tell you otherwise, because he would actually have no way of knowing, because he's never asked. He's never actually asked how much it costs to make a single video. I don't even think he knows how much most of the locations cost. I don't think he knows that Queen Mary was actually like $13,000 to be there, because all of a sudden I already paid the Queen Mary and then I had to get this permit and that permit, and then I got stuck and there was no way to back out. Probably doesn't know that, okay? Makes more than me on overnight. Genuinely, makes more, okay? He was getting an average of $1,500 per night. And I also wrote that sometimes he was quitting 2 hours in, but he would still get the same amount. Okay? The math on that is $10,500 a week to ghost hunt with your friends if you're doing it 7 nights a week. Okay? And if you did that every single day, it's $500,000 a year to ghost hunt with your friends. And remember, I explained this, he doesn't have to do any work. No cameras, no location, no driving, no booking flights, no checking into hotels, no even trying to figure out meals, no offloading footage, no editing, no post-production, no notes, no thumbnails, no anything at all. Just show up and ghost hunt. And in the early days, it was like, sometimes we'd spend like 8 hours or stay fully overnight to be there. And if you notice, the channel stopped staying overnight. Because again, I only talked about 2023. And those times where he quit early. I could go all the way back to Hoi Bachu, where we all agreed to stay overnight in the forest, and then as we're walking in, it's all of a sudden we're not doing that. The reason why the overnight channel stopped staying overnight was literally because of him. Look at the Suicide Forest series. We were there overnight. One night we actually slept because we went to sleep at like 6 in the morning. The other ones we just went all the way until 7:30 in the morning. And the third night I was there on my own, and all my gear got cooked. Otherwise I would have stayed longer. Okay? So you have that factor. It's pretty decent pay. Again, that's not per week, per night. Per night. It's a fucking lot. Okay? And again, if there's plenty of times you can go on Patreon and see. There's plenty of videos where we get like absolutely no evidence at all. Nothing. It's not a good YouTube video, so I won't post it. Guess who takes the L, but who gets paid? I still have to pay for location, blah, 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 right? So none of those repercussions are his. I can't stress this enough. I feel like it's a pretty good fucking deal. And also, here's the other thing. Everyone gets paid like as soon as the trip's over. You know what I mean? Like once we're like, okay, we did 10 nights. I go home and I go, cool, 10 nights. Here you go. Do. Everyone gets paid immediately. But me, I still got to edit it and get it up and post it. And sometimes it's months and months. And then you got this huge YouTube delay, right? And paying out. And that's if it even does well as a video. We've had so many flop lately. I take all the risk. Okay? Again, that's part of it. So that's it. Yeah. I wrote that. Oh, yeah. Yeah. If you saw us switch down to a 2-person team for a little while, that was because he was kind of like, it'd be like kind of cool if like I could make more. And I was like, okay, well, if we go down to less people, I could pay more because then we have less flights and less hotels and less people to pay. And so we ended up going down to a smaller team because of that reason, which to me was like, it was cool. We made some good videos, but I love filming with my friends. I love it. It's like why I like doing this. Like, I don't think I would, if all I had to do was film solo videos for overnight, I wouldn't do it. It wouldn't be fun. I like filming with my friends because not only filming with my friends, it's like the dinners before and the fucking 5 a.m. check-ins to hotels where you're all delirious and loopy and getting the fucking zoomies and trying to scare the shit out of each other. That's the shit I love, right? I miss that. That's my favorite thing. Like, right now, I'm like, I'm in here by myself. I'd rather film with my friends. Okay, so you have that whole thing. Yeah, that's literally all that says. And the other thing too that is also not factored in is like I also buy all the paranormal gear. I might have said that already, but yeah, I buy all the paranormal gear and all the cameras. And when that shit breaks, right, that's on me. And then just full discretion, if and when a video does like kind of go viral, because I think around 650,000 views is typically where I hit break even. If you do all the math on the expenses of locations and insurance and right all that fun stuff. That's where it is. If we ever get a video that does actually do like decently well and it makes like a little bit of money, guess what I do with it? I buy footstep trackers that I've only used twice because I think it broke and there's no warranty. And I buy envoys and I try and make other ghost gear. And I'm sure there's more stuff and all the other ghost equipment is in the garage, right? And I buy Panasonics and the thermal imaging goggles we have are military grade. They're not like knockoff. They're like $3,000 military grade goggles because if we ever did capture anything, I wanted it to be indisputable. Right? That it was like authentic, like not like, it's malfunction. Anytime that ever happens, it goes back in the video. And the body cameras, and the vests, and the helmet, and the arm, and the 360. And also, the more cameras I add, the more expensive the editing gets because it's more work. Because, right? Again, same thing, more work, more pay. So, that's always been the balance on the overnight channel. And I thought everything was fucking fine and dandy, and good, and cool, and lovely, and whatever. And then, also... Fun fact, that is why I did actually have to make the Patreon because like I was like, I'm actually going in the red on all these videos and maybe in 3 years I maybe will break even. And genuinely, if any of you are a Patreon subscriber, thank you so much because you really saved the fucking channel. I just want to actually express that. So thank you sincerely for that. And anyone who's ever joined even for like a month, thank you. And again, literally if Patreon even also makes money, then it just goes right back into the videos. It's not even a fucking joke at all. That's it. Expenses, yeah. Got it. Talk about down to the T and everything. Okay. And with all that being said, and knowing how much he was making and my scenario and just whatever, like hopefully the video goes viral mentality, I was always trying to find ways for him to make more money or encouraging him to. I, for the life of me, begged him. Lily was like, hey dude, please make reaction videos. It's free money. I was like, I don't want to put them on the overnight channel. It's just not super interesting to me. I spend so much time in editing, looking at the footage. It's just like, I don't want another thing to have to film and edit. Sometimes I miss uploads and I'm like, I already have enough. It'd be insane for me to add more. I was like, please do reaction videos. Everything's already paid for, right? There's no expenses. Like the video's already been edited. It's like, it's literally, it's free. It's like fucking breathing air. It costs absolutely nothing. And I was like, you want to make more money. You're saying you're broke. You're saying you're this, you're that. Reaction videos. And if you look at the reaction videos that were recently filmed, guess where they were filmed? In this room. Guess on whose camera? On whose tripod? Guess. Mine. Because I was still setting it up for him to make it fucking easy for him to do it. And it was all there. It literally costs nothing. Yeah, like whoever you want to pay to edit it, but that's an easy one to edit too. So it's like, that was all there. And then whenever he wanted to make merch, I was like, yeah, fucking go for it. I'll help you. Sure, what do you want? Oh, he's like, I want to do this. Cool. Here, person, write that. Oh, you're trying to do candles. Cool. Do you want my shipping person? Because your shit's breaking and it's glass and it's really heavy and I know how to save you a shit ton of money. I was always trying to fucking help. So I don't get it, but it's just like, the work wasn't there. It didn't make sense. Reaction videos blow my mind. Like how much, like if money was an issue, how much money was just sitting there was just crazy to me. Okay, and then we would do overnight merch. We would do like collab merch. Again, I apologize if this is getting so kind of financially shitty, but I just really want everyone to understand like what happened here. And then when you finally figure out how we ended it, it's gonna fucking punch you in your genitals, whatever you might have or not have. I don't know. So yeah, we do merch, right? We do like Ouija boards, we do posters, we do things like that. We'd split it 50-50, but guess who did all the work, right? I'm the one who had to find all the resources and ship it and buy it and supply it and hope we sell out. And if we don't, then I'm on the hook. When we did merch boxes for like contests, same thing. We would split the profits 50-50, but again, who had to do all the designs and who had to do all the inventory and do all the shipping and returns and manage the team and everything like that. But guess what? I did it anyway. Why? Because we're friends and I wanted him to make money. Okay? I cared about him. He was my buddy. I was like, cool, I'll do some extra work, whatever. It's fun. I like making merch. I'm literally wearing one right now. You know? So it was like, it was what it was. Here's another fun thing. We tried making an app together. Some of you might have donated it. He wanted to hire his friend. His friend didn't know what he was doing and lied. Guess who paid his friend? Me. Guess who got sued? Me. Fun. Guess who never tried to help the guy getting sued out even though it was their fault? Not me. You get the picture, okay? Now, we go into Haunted Homies. Season 1. Big tour. Fun stuff. Same thing. Everything was split 50-50. I did everything. It was my motorhome. I planned the tour. I paid for every location. I did every contract. I'm the one who hired Ginger and Jerry and Jenny and one more person who doesn't want to be named. She just like stays out of social media like limelight. I hired the camera crew, Kyle and Marty, right? I did all of it. I did absolutely everything. I managed everything. I paid for everyone. I did all of it, all the insurance, everything. Yet we still split it 50-50. Why? Because he's my friend. And I was like, well, we do this channel together. You know what I mean? Like, it is what it is. I was like, cool, we'll keep doing it. That's fun. Fun fact about that thing, I actually worked so hard on that fucking tour. I had an ulcer, didn't know it. It ruptured. I was throwing up blood. 20 minutes later, I was doing a meet and greet at Benson Grapes Mill in Utah. That's a fun thing. That's how hard I fucking was working on that thing because I wanted to make sure everyone had a great time, okay? And I'm working my fucking ass off. And then that's just whatever. Okay, Haunted Homies Season 2. We'll go to that one because again, this is going to be a thing where he's like, I didn't make that much money last year because you weren't factoring in the money that I legally didn't pay you, but was from me, fucker. Sorry, that one slipped through the fourth wall, okay? Because that was a personal one that I heard from very close friends of mine. Haunted Homies Season 2. Okay, I liked Haunted Homies Season 1. It was fun, it was paranormal, spooky locations, a lot of work. But his dream that he told me was to be on SNL. Saturday Night Live, sketch comedy. And I was like, cool. You want to do that? Trust me. Let's push Haunted Homies a little bit more fun comedy. Okay? Because one of our biggest episodes was like the prank one in Iowa. And I was like, people really liked it. It wasn't paranormal, had a little bit of it, but people really liked it. I promise you, if we push it comedy, 1, I think it'll work really well. 2, it'll open a lot of doors for you. People will see you not just like as a YouTuber ghost hunter, but as someone who is genuinely very, very funny. And at the end of the day, you'll just get significantly better on stage. Okay? My idea. Also, Haunted Homies Tour number 1 was also my idea. But number 2, okay, that one comes around. I hit up Matt. And I go, hey, what do you think about this? And he's like, cool, maybe. I have to figure it out. It took like 4 months, I think, maybe, to navigate that whole thing and get it all lined up. I do everything. Okay? Same thing. As far as what Corey and I got, right? Because take Matt out of it, Corey and I, equal. Equal on everything. But again, I was the one doing everything. You get the picture, okay? The only thing we asked him to do is to leave notes on videos for what he wanted to be verticals and what he wanted to be long form, and to do it, I don't know, within a reasonable time, which is, you know when the episodes are coming out. So leave notes at least a few days, if not ideally a week before the video is supposed to drop. We got to a point where like we couldn't get this dude to watch a single fucking video, and then an episode would drop, and days later he would ask for changes. But the editor had already been paid. The editor was already moving on to the next thing. And also the editor's a really good friend of ours. And he just started like taking advantage. And we're like, dude, this video was fucking sent to you like 6 weeks ago. And now you're asking for changes days after the video's been released on YouTube? Like, this doesn't make any... It was just purely disrespectful. And then he wasn't like posting clips anywhere. And again, this is all like contractually what he was obligated to do. There's an actual agreement that's in place that he was supposed to like do this and do that because I kind of didn't want to do all the work again. And that didn't happen either. So you'll probably start seeing that like all of a sudden there's no clips and there's things like that. So again, I got screwed over. But again, he's my friend. I bit my tongue. I did all of the editing work. I did all the vertical notes. I actually ended up hiring someone else to help us post because he wasn't doing it. So again, more money out of my pocket. You get the picture, okay? We're on the last page. Wow, 45 minutes. I thought I could do it in 30. I probably could have, but we're doing this as a one thing. So now you have an understanding of everything, okay? He had no workload whatsoever. We were barely filming in 2023 for overnight. Yes, TFIL did film, and some overnight videos were filmed during that TFIL trip. There was a 2-week trip, I think 15 days perfectly total in New Zealand, and then there was another 16 days for TFIL in the middle of the year. Okay, roughly also gets paid for that. There was literally one video where I handed him $10,000 in cash, which I did not count towards money paid for him because that was a gift. But that was a gift to be a good friend, which is, looking back, what a fucking stupid thing for me to do, huh? The person that was always taking advantage of me and complaining about money, and I guess it got to me, and I was like, all right, yeah, cool, here's all the money, because I think I got a brand deal. And that's what happened there. So, that's a fun thing. You have the whole picture of everything. How I've been optimizing the schedule and the crew to compact things down, to make it more efficient, to film less time, so we wouldn't stay overnight in locations, and then I had to like kind of pick up the pieces and maybe upgrade our gear and our cameras to make the videos more interesting, because we had to try and film more in less time, because I still want you to have the best video you can possibly watch, and blah, 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 and I kept adjusting and adapting and doing all this and picking up all the slack and doing everything I can and tagging him and promoting him, and anything he needed help with, I was there. January 4th, 2024, this year, we filmed Suicide Bridge, that video with Kelsey Davies, filmed that video. As of that night, my understanding, and everything we agreed to, was that we were going to do roughly 6 nights in Japan. You saw those videos. There's still more coming. 6 nights in Japan, 2 weeks, 12 to 14 nights in Europe, UK, Ireland, and France of filming, and then another 6 nights needed, right, in the USA to film. So 6, let's just call it 14. 26 total nights is all that was needed to film for overnight for the entirety of 2024, because I was going to do things in a different way. We were going to kind of do like locations with more parts and then take little breaks just in case editing schedules got messed up. I was trying to think about how can I be as consistent as possible. Okay, that's all we needed for 2024. I was even trying to do where we were going to do like March and April pretty quick together, and then wouldn't need to do any filming again until roughly October, because I knew I wanted more time at home, and I was like trying to optimize the schedule, and I'm going to try and do this new thing for TFIL, A to Z. So that's where we were at. That's all we needed to do. And we agreed to it. It was agreed to. It was locked in. I was actually waiting to book flights because I wanted to see if he wanted to stay longer in any location, to see if he wanted to have someone join him when the work stuff was over. So that way he could get like a paid, vacation, save a lot of money on flights somewhere, and spend some quality time with someone in a really cool place. That was what I offered, and that was like what I was waiting for. January 4th rolls around, okay? A few days later, I head off to New Zealand. It's a 6-week trip. Traveled TFIL, planned. I have 40 subscribers with me the whole time. Here's the kicker. This dude has been what I thought my best friend for 6-7 years. As I already told you, was out my proposal. Spent a lot of my time with him. Traveling, great memories, all these fantastic things. Not only was my friend, he was also like my work buddy, partner, comrade, whatever you want to call it. As far as haunted homies went and things like that, like we were partners. Best friend, work longevity. And then somehow does, knowing everything what I believe is like the most disrespectful, petty, immature thing you could ever do. He doesn't FaceTime me. He doesn't call me. He doesn't send me a voice message. I'm going to pull up my phone. I haven't read this since. He sends me a single text message. A single text message. It should be easy to find because we've had basically no exchanges since. He sends me a single text message, January 20th, 10:30 p.m., that'd be New Zealand time. After years and years and years of the overnight channel, and TFIL, and Haunted Homies, and just being friends in general, and life events. And all he says is, hey man, just thought I'd let you know, because this has been on my mind lately. Which is crazy, because he's never said anything to me, and I saw him just, not that long ago. I'm going to pull out from overnight and focus more on myself this year. The trips have been super fun. I'm just ready to figure out my own path. A text message. Not a conversation, not anything. Pull out from overnight. Okay, and I say, all good. I figured it was happening with the more you were filming with blank and not contributing with Haunted Homies. And I said wild timing because I literally told Evan and Ginger last night that I expect to come home from New Zealand and have you cancel on all the overnight trips. I just had this feeling. Okay? I did. It was a true thing. If you people that were on the Travel TFL trip know that actually the day before that I just expressed it. I was I had this feeling that he's gonna quit. I was I don't know what it is, but there's just something in me that's saying that. And sure enough, that's what he does through a fucking text message. Which is okay. But then he never responded. He never said anything back. Nothing. He's avoided all mutual friends and events. In fact, he's actually accused his old roommates of stealing shit that he left here because when he moved out. It's just been nothing but volatile, no response, no anything. And here's where I'm going to take my personal side of it because genuinely that is the most fucked thing. Imagine actually dating someone for 7 years and giving them everything you had and nothing but the best and always doing whatever you possibly could to benefit them and their interest. And then they send you a text message as a way to quit, and then they don't, and then they ghost you. That's where I'll leave that, okay? But here's what really made me frustrated. He's never said anything at all about you. Any of the viewers, the supporters, the people that made the overnight channel what it is, the people that made TFIL what it is, that made Haunted Homies what it is, the same people that he wants to watch on his own videos, that he has said nothing at all about you. Not hey, do you want to do a final video? You know what I mean? Not hey, we should do a farewell video, or what do you think about this? Should we address it? Nothing at all has ever been expressed about the people that watch this channel as early as I think 2021. I could be slightly off on what happened with filming versus posting. Been watching the channel for years. Didn't give a fuck about you at all. Nothing. Mind you, this was sent January 28th. January 28th. Think about how long this has been. With no response and avoidance of seeing me. Okay? For the record, beyond the text, I have also emailed him to be hey, right? Because even though he broke contract on Haunted Homies, I still paid him for Haunted Homies. And was hey, dude, here's a lot of money that I owe, blah, blah, blah. No response there either. Nothing whatsoever has ever been expressed about, wow, yeah, let's make a final video, or let's explain it, or if you don't want to do a ghost hunt again. Here's the other thing too. Remember that Warren charity event that we did? People donated $2,500 each to do a charity ghost hunt with Corey and I. Didn't give a fuck about that either. It wasn't oh yeah, cool, let's still do the charity event. No. Instead, I had to go and email everyone and go, hey, I got to give you full discretion. They knew first. Corey won't be there. He's given me no response, no communication, nothing about this, isn't a part of it. So you paid $2,500 to investigate with the two of us. I'll give you a choice, because I feel it's the right thing to do. If you were only there for Corey, then I can give you a full refund. If you were there half for Corey, I can give you half, right? And some people ask for refunds, but I can't like go to the charity and be like, hey, can you give me the money back? So I had to fucking front the money, right, to cover that too. But again, do you understand, like, no respect, no regard for anyone whatsoever at all in any capacity. It was a fucking charity event where like literally he didn't have to do anything and basically didn't at all. Actually did negative things, and then also bails out of the charity obligation that he had and did negative things there as well. So it's just like, it's just insane to me. Like, I cannot fathom under any circumstance how this can be justified. I can't. And the thing is, that's a lie. I can. I probably know exactly why this happened, but he's an adult responsible for his own actions and his own choices and his own words spoken. So regardless of whatever other influence there may be, he's an adult. And this is what he chose to do. And that, at the end of the day, is why, yeah. I'm just making sure there's nothing else. What's knocking? What's knocking? What haunted thing's trying to get out? I'm in the room with all the haunted items. Yeah. I don't know. I'm like super not happy about it, and I'm sure. And again, I feel like if I would have just made a video and just been like, oh, I quit through text, that's why I'm so upset, it wouldn't have made any sense. You'd just been like, all right, whatever, there must be something missing. I promise you, all my life, everything I said is 1,000,000% true. All of it. I did literally everything. Anyone that's ever been on my trips or been on Haunted Homies tours like the original one or travel with TFL New Zealand, any of my crew, any of my friends know that I fucking work my ass off. And sometimes I'm a little difficult, for sure, but it's only because I want the best for everyone. That's it. Sometimes I'm just a little stern with things, but it's because I want the best for everyone that's there. And at the end of the day, I also want the best for what you're going to watch. Because I cannot stress this enough. And I don't know if this is just like a weird thing with me, but I value time so heavily. So the fact that like y'all are choosing to spend even a minute of your life, your lifetime, your, not infinite resource of time with me, I want to make sure that you're getting the absolute best thing I can give you, the best entertainment, the best video, whatever it is, the most meaningful, the well-edited, well-colored, sound effects, all the different evidence. Like, that's what I care about. Like, I don't go out to film these videos to just be like, well, we're just giving them something shitty. No. I'm always looking for, like, who can we reach out to and do this with, and what crazy idea, and what government can we get permission from, because I want to make sure that you guys are getting the coolest thing you can possibly get. And just now that you know all that and you know everything that's in the past, you know that it's always been my work ethic that has pushed these videos forward. And yeah, for sure, again, not forgetting, he was my best friend for 7 fucking years. Okay? Him and Evan tied. Evan, I love you. Okay? No more. I loved filming with him. He was fucking hilarious. Funny dude. I believed in him. Again, Haunted Homies. Fucking, we did a tour with Matt Rife. Even if he's not our friend, one of the biggest comedians in the world. All those different things. To accelerate him. If you want to do sketches, I'll be like, sure, you want to do this? Sure. Okay, all this stuff. He's not in the videos anymore. It sucks, for sure. But from the bottom of my fucking heart, I hope that you can understand that, like, I am always going to give you... Well, my computer just went to sleep. I thought it was a demon. I'm always going to give you, like, everything that I can. I promise you. I will. There's still more videos from Japan. Overnight is filming with Patty and Linda very soon. Going out to Europe, UK, Ireland, Central US. All those videos I told you about that we were going to do with him, we're still doing. Plus a few more, actually, because I'm not worried about someone getting too scared or backing out. Now we can just go to any location we want anywhere in the world, and like I know we'll just sleep in the fucking dirt if we need to, because the whole team is like all about it and no one's going to back out for sure. So I'm going to look at this half glass full and say that I think like the videos may very well end up being better than ever before. It's going to be a little bit of a learning curve for me just adapting and trying to, less people and different workflows, personalities, things like that. But I'm going to give you everything I can. That goes for TFIL. A lot of cool stuff coming for TFIL as well. I'm really proud of. I'm traveling to every country in the world, alphabetical order, A to Z, with Ginger. We're getting married in 2.5 weeks. You know, we filmed Afghanistan, Albania, Angola, Algeria. Like, it's so funny. I can feel my body just like going like, because I finally vocalized it out loud, other than in the car in Japan after night 3 Suicide Forest. So, yeah. It's a long video, but hey, this is a channel that makes fucking super long videos. So I figured y'all would be cool with a long explanation. And again, if you've spent tens, if not hundreds of hours of your life watching every video we've made, I feel like you need to just know the big picture. I apologize if I overshared things that you maybe don't care about, but I just feel like it's extremely, extremely important. Yeah, it's super crazy. Because now I'm coming to terms with it. Because now I know, like, now that this video is out, like, all of you will know there's no coming back from this. And just for the record, even if, like, I got a text a minute after this video came out, it wouldn't change anything. Because blessing in disguise, because of this, I genuinely reached out to a bunch of people that I was told this and this and this about. And I was like, hey, is this a real thing? Like, no. And some other people, I was like, hey, I'm so sorry that I never even, like, tried to take your side of the story. I just believed that this is a real thing that you did or said. And I know you better, and I shouldn't have, but I trusted so-and-so. So, yeah, in the past few months, I feel like it's also helped me kind of try to mend some relationships, some friendships, some people that I care about. But yeah, so for sure, 1000%, no questions asked. He will never be a part of anything I ever do ever again. Anything that was filmed that he was still in, right? He'll still get tagged in. Old Haunted Homies clips, he'll still get tagged in. There's actually only one YouTube video left that he's in, which was something we filmed a very long time ago at Chernobyl that we held on to, and then the war and confusion, but eventually we're going to drop that soon, so he'll be in that. Other than that, nothing else. Forever and always. That's it. I don't care. He exhausted everything in me. Everything. And I just could never rationally ever be like, I'm willing to give him more of my time or energy or effort or positivity or anything like that. I would much rather focus that on the people that I genuinely know do care and contribute and match my work ethic. And if they see me struggling with something, they help. If they see me struggling to carry fucking 20 chairs up a staircase to set up a Haunted Homies podcast in an abandoned building, they help instead of just staying on their phone and pretending as if they don't see anything going on around them. Okay? If they know that their friends and their roommates are editing their fucking asses off, working on their videos that they're in, that they're going to get tagged in, that go towards their career, they're going to help. Those are the people I want to be around. And I'm too old now. And that's it. So, wow, 1 hour and 3 minutes. I wonder if I should just like make it like another like 3 minutes. Let's do that. You know, you're here. Let's just make it another 3 minutes, because then it'll be 66 minutes and 6 seconds. And then I'm gonna click record right then and there. That's my dog outside. So, thank you guys for being here. I hope that the Overnight channel doesn't take like a super huge blow viewership wise because of this, but if it does, it does. At the end of the day, I like making the videos. They're super fun. Excited for like what we have planned, and like genuinely it's kind of cool because now like I know Jerry and Evan and Ginger or whoever else joins are like 100% down for any ridiculous idea I have. They've all been like, yeah, we'll do anything. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, we trust you. We'll go for it. Let's do it. That's what the channel is. The channel is literally Overnight Welcome. Welcome to the Overnight channel dedicated to finding proof of the paranormal. Dedicated to finding proof of the paranormal. It's like the whole channel. So, like, they all get it. And it's also overnight, so they also get it. So I feel like we'll get to do some really, really cool things that I think you'll be stoked to see. And we'll keep making these videos. We'll keep putting extended cuts on Patreon. And hopefully YouTube doesn't keep demonetizing random videos of ours. That sucks. It's very annoying. And Haunted Homies is continuing. Yeah, we already filmed season 3, episode 1 with Matt, Josh Wolf, and Michael Blaustein. We have the next episode with Trevor Wallace and Morgan J. Tickets will be on sale, I think, actually like an hour before this video comes out, because I'm just going to unplug the SD card and put it in. So Haunted Homies is going to keep going. Matt will jump in when he can. He's got his tour schedule, but he's not like parting ways, so he'll just be there when he's available, because we film it in LA now. So, yeah, I don't know. Fun stuff. Just gonna keep pushing towards the dream and making cool things and hanging out with y'all, and that's it. It sucks. It's crazy. I'm gonna read that one more time. It was such a... The trips have been super fun. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that's cool. Trips all over the world, fully paid for. Everything. Yeah, you can't just like spend a few more nights with your friend doing the thing that you say you love so much. Doesn't make any sense to me. Love you guys. I'll see you in the next video.
Well, I didn't really want the fans to know about this situation, and I was kind of trying just to leave the channel drama-free, but someone made an hour-long video talking shit about me, so I guess I should address the temper tantrum. I just want to start this off with saying I am so shocked. You guys have no idea how shocked I was waking up to that this morning. I've had and stood up for this guy for the last 7 years. You guys have no idea. You guys have no idea how many people that were on trips wanted to quit mid-trip, and they won it because of me. Because Corey would tell them, no guys, you have to stay. It's okay, Elton's just like that. Oh, he doesn't mean to be mean. That was me for 7 years, and I'm getting a video made about me trying to destroy my character because you're mad that I'm moving on to do something else. I also want to say I think this timing is super weird. I quit 7 months ago. Your wedding is in like 2-3 weeks. Are you only just now making this exposed Corey video because you just ran out of videos to post of me? But I'm confused about a lot, I have to say. And I'm only addressing the stuff that he talked about. I'm not adding in anything extra. I'm defending myself and letting you guys know what really happened. The first thing I want to say is I don't understand why he's so mad at me for leaving the channel if working with me was so horrible. You mentioned that I tried to quit a bunch of times. Yes. Over the years, I was so depressed and so destroyed, I wanted to get out. And then you're also going to bring up our text. First of all, we haven't talked since the day that I quit. We live 3 minutes from each other, guys. If this was so heartbreaking to Elton, he could have walked over here. But instead, I leave drama-free without exposing why I left. So let's destroy Corey. Let's tear Corey down. Corey gave me 7 years of his life, and he was nothing more than a character. I did not own that channel. That channel was completely owned by Elton. I went into it thinking it was a duo channel. It was not. 2, it's not my channel. It's Elton's channel. It's always been Elton's channel. I get paid a day rate to be there, and then my job is done. There's been a bunch of other people that have quit these channels over the years, but videos weren't made about them. So I'm a little confused how I'm getting treated differently when I got treated the same as them employee-wise. 3, he complained that I kept quitting. Does that not make you guys think? I was unhappy. I was depressed. I didn't want to be there anymore. I've been trying to quit since 2022. My family would call me once a week begging me to leave that channel because of how depressed and unhappy I was. And I would tell them every call that I can't because I don't want to let you guys down. I only stayed because of y'all. Dude, and I even want to bring this up. During the charity event live stream, when I would take breaks, I had aunts and uncles from different states call me and say, there's no way you're going to let this guy talk to you like that. Are you really going to let this guy embarrass you in front of thousands of people on a live stream? I don't know how you guys don't see it. For this is hilarious. You're honestly going to say that I faked being sick during our charity event where we were sleeping in a shed that was 40 degrees because you didn't want a heater for us because it would make too much noise. So after 3 or 4 days of living in darkness, I got sick. Then you see me outside. For the first time in days, I'm not in the pitch black and I'm getting sun and I'm feeling a little bit better. Guys, this is breaking news. We need someone to figure this out. How is that possible? Seriously. Then you're gonna bring up that I Uber Eats food while I was sick. I guess we have to... You guys have no idea how weird this is and I'm making this video. Like, I'm almost 30 years old. The food situation, when I got sick, they told me the only thing I'm allowed to eat is chicken noodle soup. So for the whole day when they were ordering food like lunch and dinner, they would get, you know, big meals, but I had to eat the chicken noodle soup inside. And guys, I mean, as you guys know, Elton said it in so many videos, I weigh more than 200 pounds. You guys should know that a 200-pound man needs more than 2 bowls of chicken noodle soup a day. So I'm so sorry to the overnight team when I ordered McDonald's. I didn't mean to hurt y'all's feelings. Looking back on it, do y'all not see how controlling that looks? Okay, let's move on. 5, I guess we'll talk about the best friend situation thing. Dude, y'all have no idea how weird this is. This is such a weird video. Yeah, I guess you would say that we were best friends and pretty close for a long time. I agree. I was trying to convince myself this whole time that we were best friends, but he said something last year that really, like, hurt me. And when that happened, I realized, like, a best friend wouldn't say something like that to you. And so that was it. Like, I'm not even gonna get into it. Like, this shouldn't even... I shouldn't even have to make a response video. It's so crazy, the stuff you said about me, dog. I had your back for so long. You have no idea how much I've stood up for you. And then I leave the channel, drama-free, don't say one bad thing about you, but man, Corey left. It's been 7 months. Let's make a video being mean to Corey. Yeah, that's what we should do. He said that we had a spiritual relationship. Last I knew from like 2 years ago, he's an atheist and he would get pissed every time I wore my I Love Jesus hat. Okay, now let's talk about the money thing. He said that I could make like $500,000 a year or $250 a year or something like that. Guys, I don't even make a quarter of that a year. I think for me to make that, we would have to film 500 videos, and then that would be like 9 years of content. I got paid a flat rate. For most of the time, it was like 500 to like 750 a video, I think was my pay. And then last year, it got up to 1,000 a video, which is great. But it's just weird when the editor's yearly salary is still triple what mine is. Like, dog, I would have been smarter just quitting the channel and only editing for the channel.
I misspoke right here. I meant to say that he said that I make more money than he does.
He said he paid $13K for one night at the Queen Mary. I can't afford that. So if I'm making more than him, how can he afford that? But speaking of the 500K a year thing or 250K, whatever he was talking about, I would have loved that opportunity. Honestly. I guess this might be TMI or something. I guess I have to talk about this because he brought this up. But guys, my full salary for last year, this is for overnight and TFIL, was $61K. The California minimum wage is $66K a year. So, I don't want to sound ungrateful, but for all the influencers watching this, please go look at the Overnight Channel's views, and then you guys will understand why I'm in shock. On top of merch, I just had to choose me. I'm watching all of my friends saving to retire, and I'm making under minimum wage yearly for these channels that is my face Yeah, whatever. He also said that, like, I should have been making reaction videos to his YouTube videos if I wanted to make more money or something. Like, dude, I'm trying to leave the channel. I'm not trying to now turn my old YouTube channel that I quit to do overnight and everything else full time, and that was my mistake. I should not have quit my personal channel to do what I thought was a duo channel, because it was not. Which brings me to my next statement. As of like 2 years ago or something like that, I got a text when I was at the gym from Elton, and it said that I didn't deserve merch anymore. So it's been really hard for the last like 2 years getting thousands of DMs and tweets of saying, Corey, I just got your new merch. I love the new Haunted Homies merch. I love the new overnight merch. Look, I'm wearing it. And I can't publicly say, without look like I'm shading Elton, I can't say, guys, that's not my merch. Yes, that's the channel that I post weekly on, and yes, that's the podcast that I do, but I get 0% of all merch. All merch goes to them, not me. Way back in the day, Elton used to let me get a percent to merch if you guys used promo code Corey or something when checking out. What I was told was that he pays someone to design it, package it, ship it, and emails. So I don't deserve anything. I don't deserve any support for the fans, because those people, they ship it. They ship it, Corey. Even though my image is the one selling it, but that's not enough. I should have packaged it. And to make that even more confusing to me, it was never brought up or brought to me that, hey, if you don't start helping me design this merch, you're getting your cut taken away. Guys, it was, we made overnight, I got 50% of merch, and then I get a text saying, you don't get merch anymore, because I don't deserve it. Okay, so the times that I did make anything from merch after he told me that I get 0% was during like Haunted Homies live shows. If any merch sold in person, I would get like 33% or something. And then the other way was when we would randomly do like a contest or something, and I would push it on my Instagram and stuff like that. So he would give me a small percentage there too. But those were just like random bonuses, I guess, like once a year or something. Also, Elton brought up that I make money from other extra stuff that we do, like merch and posters and stuff like that. I don't know if you remember, Elton, the last time we did posters, we spent like 8 hours signing and packaging them, and then at the end of the day, you told me that I'm not getting any of that money, and it's all going to the editor. So, that poster money is bussin', dog. He said that I didn't contribute to Haunted Homies or something like that. Guys, I would go and help the editor weekly for hours with the edits because he was having trouble with the edits. I did this for a year over FaceTime, and then I did it for a few months in person until I finally started to get fed up right before I quit. And let me remind you, it's not my channel. I'm going out of my way to help the editor who's making more money than me edit. And then to top it off, as I'm helping the editor edit, I get told that I'm a lazy piece of shit because I stream on TikTok instead of Twitch. I don't know. Do you guys see why I wanted to leave? Do you not see how weird this is? And I didn't come out and say any of this. I just left. I was just trying to leave, start no drama, and then you're trying to make a video defaming my character because you're mad that I left? What are you doing, dude? After everything I've done for you, you guys have no idea how shocked I am. You guys have no idea how many locations wanted to kick us out mid-investigation, and I would have to talk to them to let us stay, and they wanted us to leave because Elton was being a mean guy to them. People are curious why I didn't respond to Elton's text. He didn't read all the text. He then continued with the channels that I'm gonna start filming with. We're gonna get debunked and stuff. I don't even know. So with that response, I immediately was like, okay, I'm not replying. It's just gonna be an argument. I'm leaving it here. I was trying to get out of Elton's life, and now I guess I'm being harassed. So cool. And let's go back to the charity event. He talked about refunding people for the charity event because I pulled out from the overnight channel and all that stuff. When were we doing that? So was I just supposed to keep putting up with being unhappy until we do that, and then I can quit? Just give it another half a year, Corey. Just be unhappy for like 7.5 years, and then you can quit. You're good, dude. You're good to go now. And then also he talked about refunding the people with his personal money. He owed me money for Haunted Homies and just emailed me a few days ago and said that he's taking $10,000 out of my pay to repay the charity or something. So guys, I did donate money. I don't know what he's talking about. But at the end of the day, this is all just about me leaving. I didn't do something super horrible to Elton. I didn't ruin his career. I helped him build the overnight channel. I had nothing to do with it, apparently. So I leave, and now I'm getting attacked. I'm being harassed over a decision that I made for myself. But guess what? I'm an adult, and I'm not going to try to ruin someone's character because they made me mad. But I want to say thank you to everybody that's still supported me since that weird video came out. And everyone that went straight to attacking me. I hope this helped. Dude, at this point, guys, I have been through so much. Do y'all really think that comments are going to get to me? This is the happiest I've been. 2024 has been the happiest year I've ever lived in LA. And now I'm getting attacked. So he also said that I don't care about you guys at all. And he was like smiling when he said it and stuff. I don't know. It was weird. Guys, if it wasn't for you guys, I wouldn't have had the confidence to leave and try my own thing. I love y'all so much. I talk to you guys every day on TikTok Live. To the thousands of people that we met on tour and did ghost hunts with. I went so out of my way to try to make you guys feel comfortable and not left out, because I know how that feels, and I just wanted everyone to just have the best day ever. I've kept almost every single gift that y'all have gave me, unless I accidentally lost some on a trip, in my suitcase for the last 2 years. I have over 50, 60 like stones and bracelets and gems and all that stuff that you guys gave me when I met you. And I've never taken it out of my suitcase because it feels like good luck to me. And it makes me feel close to y'all. And it always reminds me of y'all every time I travel and stuff. So that really broke my heart. Because you guys know that is not true. And that is not who I am. And you guys know that. That one hurt. I hope if I've made any of you guys feel like that I don't care about you, I am so sorry. I have no idea how that happened or this happened. I don't get any of this. I really don't. But just know I love you guys so much. So believe what you want. A lot of people are saying that I used the overnight channel and left. I didn't use anybody. I quit 7 months ago and left quiet and drama free, or tried to. I left and I'm starting from scratch again on a new channel. I'm not asking for a shout out on the overnight channel. I'm not asking for anything. Like I said, I quit 7 months ago. I don't want to be involved with that anymore. So make it make sense. How is that using somebody? Can someone please tell me how that is using someone? Or was I just supposed to stay unhappy? Because I don't look unhappy in the videos, so everything's fine. Don't worry, guys. Corey's great. So yeah, without me looking like a baby and crying on the internet, I left because I just felt like we weren't as good friends anymore, and I wanted to leave, and I wanted out. That's it. That's the big, oh shit. Oh. Corey, he's been on that channel for a minute, dude. He can't quit, dude. Cancel him. He quit, cancel him. Cancel that fucker, right? But okay, that's all that I'm gonna talk about this. I'm not gonna talk about this ever again. I don't care if anything else gets posted. I don't care. Believe what you want, guys. This feels like harassment. This is weird. I quit 7 months ago. To all the influencers, I guess I'm talking shit about, I'd encourage you to reach out to me if you want. I want nothing but peace and positivity with everyone. I'm a pretty fun, happy dude. Like, I don't get this picture. I also want to say thank you to all my friends that reached out to me today and are just as confused about this as I am. And they've seen the behind the scenes. For a while, it's been Elton's dream to make an exposing video on someone, and I guess since I left and he uses my image, I get to be the target. So, that's what I get for sticking around.
Okay, this video is for Corey, but obviously for anyone else watching, because the video posted yesterday is so unfathomably insane that I would actually now rather put this in the court of public opinion. Okay, so one, here's the thing. You never responded to my texts. You haven't answered any of my emails. You've avoided me at any possible opportunity we could have run into each other, including one of our friends going away parties. Okay, finally you respond to me on your own TikTok video yesterday, and all I'm doing is, as I'm watching it, I'm fact checking you. That's all I'm doing. I'm not being a dick. I'm not being rude. You're talking about California minimum wage this and all that, and I'm just going through fact checking. You're talking about years and dates. I'm fact checking, and all I'm doing is replying with the actual factual evidence. I didn't want to fucking do this, dude. You were my best friend, and you fucked me over. And the thing is, everyone thinks it's something so simple because I tried to keep it professional, and I tried to keep it financial and business only. I didn't bring up any of the other shit. Anything. That was a choice to try and still protect you after the shit you've done, okay? No one knows what I know. At least on the internet. Our friends do. They all do. You know, all those people that you say all turned against me and don't... They're inside right now. Obviously it looks fucking empty. They're all inside right now. I'm with 7 people that I've been friends with for 3 to 10 years, all of which have worked with you. And yet we're still friends, okay? I didn't want to do this, but I know what you're capable of because I was there when you did this exact same fucking thing to another channel that you exited from, that you were no longer a part of. I won't even say you exited from it. You were no longer a part of it. The shit you told me about them is insane. And the thing is, I'm not going to say what any of that shit is because none of it was true. None of it was true at all. You made up everything. I've reached out to everyone to be like, hey, I'm trying to put all the pieces together. Is that true? No. Everyone was like, what the fuck? Okay? So I tried to keep this as chill as I can, dude, but you cannot try and accuse me of abusing you. Okay? You cannot try and accuse me of not taking your mental health seriously. And then also just money in general is insane, dude. I only made the video I did. I waited as long as I could. I was like, the wedding's coming up, the bachelor party's coming up. That's what I'm on right now. Okay? And I wanted to just get it out there because I saw what you were doing already. You were talking shit and lying to close friends of mine. Of course I found out. You were doing it to close friends, and then all of a sudden I start getting more people sending me like, hey, Corey said this during the live stream, and hey, in this YouTube video he's saying this, and hey, pretty sure he's talking about you, and of course I know what you're saying. So yeah, dude, I made the video because I am so fucking terrified of what you are able to do. You're so believable. So believable and so lovable. Okay? I fucking loved you. I still do. I'll never not, bro. And this is insane to me that you still won't respond. After all this time, you knew I was getting married. You knew who the groomsmen were. You still didn't reach out. Okay? So here's my solution. Here's my offer, my peace treaty, whatever it is. You and I meet up and talk it out on a live stream. None of this like you and me meet up and then you can go home and all of a sudden change your mind on everything that was discussed, as if none of it ever happened, which is what you seem to always be doing. You and I meet up. It's on a live stream. That's it. Bring all the proof you want. Bring everything you want. FaceTime whoever you want. I don't care. We can even have a mutual friend of ours mediate it. Someone that's been friends with you significantly longer than me, who loves you deeply, and me as well. He's with me now. Okay? Already talked about it. That's my solution. That way there's nothing to hide behind. There's nothing to change your mind on. That's it. Okay? I get home on the 21st night of July. Okay, I get home like 10 p.m. We can do it at 10:01. I don't need a fucking second to prepare for anything. I already have it all here. Everything is here. I checked everything before I posted my video. We can do July. I'm there 21st night, 22nd, 23rd, 24th, 25th, 26th. All those days. And if you need it to be the 27th, I'll move some shit around. I don't care. Okay? Because this is insane what you accuse me of. The defamation level, dude, I don't think you actually, like, can understand what it is that you're saying. So I'm going to go just 3 points here in order of least to most importance. 1, the money. Bro, you can't argue money. I have everything. I'm sorry you don't do your own accounting and you don't do your own taxes. That's not my problem. That doesn't make what you said true. 1, you told a bunch of people locally, right, that you made like $45,000 a year. And then the next person you told you made $55,000 a year. And then all of a sudden you show a receipt for $61,000 a year. That's not right. You got paid from 2 different corporations. You showed 1 document. Okay, so let's say that 61, I don't know what the amount was because you fucking blocked me on TikTok, so I couldn't like re-look at what you said. Okay, let's say it's 61,000. That's one thing. Okay, you also got another 10 grand from me cash. That's another thing. I don't know if you've checked your emails, but I've still been wiring you money for 2023. You got sent more money that way. Okay, and then you got paid for Haunted Homies. What was Haunted Homies? I have all the numbers here. $63,000 for Haunted Homies, another $10,000 cash, another $13,000 that was just wired, not just wired, but was wired for last year because it was on every 6 months that the payment was fucking due, and then you were supposed to get another $25,000, but you quit before I got home from New Zealand to handle everything, and that was the December merch box or the ghost hunt thing. You were supposed to get money for that, and then you backed out of the fucking charity event, ghost hunt there too, and I covered all the money, and then my accountant was like, I guess just take it from the money you owe him for Haunted Homies. So regardless, the grand total here that you were paid, if you take out, right, the grand total with the $25,000, had you not quit, would have been $183,000 for 57 nights of work. $183,000 for 57 nights of work. This is factual documentation on IRS paperwork, in emails, in invoices, on agreements, okay? The math on that, $3,210 per night. Per night. That's over $1.1 million a year if you would have worked every day. In my video, I said it was $1,500 a night because that was the rate. The rate I was paying you that didn't factor in all the other shit on top. Haunted Homies was, I fucking put it all together and we were dead even splits on that. You and I made the exact same amount, but I did all of the work. All of the work. Everything. Do you not realize how fucking crazy this is, dude? You made more than me last year, but you don't know that because you never asked. You never gave a fuck. And I didn't care. Okay? I'm fine. I donated everything I made last year. I donated over $100,000 to plant trees last year. I donated a fuck ton of money during the Warren Museum charity stream. And I also paid for the entire production for the Warren Museum charity stream. Anyone can look at how many trees I donated. It's on a fucking professional government website. It was $100 grand for trees. You can look at how much I donated to Feeding America. It's there. I donated damn near as much as you made. Do you not understand that, dude? Okay? So fuck it. Let's go past the money. Oh, here's the next thing. You want to accuse me, bro. You want to accuse me of not caring about your mental health. Not caring about your mental health. When you knew when I was 15 I tried to kill myself. I showed you the place I tried to do it when we went to Connecticut. I was like, that's it. That's the fucking river that I was going to swim into, and I knew I wouldn't be able to make it out of the rip current, and I was going to fucking drown, okay? And I swam a little bit of the waves, and I couldn't get myself to do it. I fucking tried. I couldn't get myself to do it. And you know that. And I've been super vocal with you about my mental health and all the shit I've been going through, and I've always, always, always put you first and taken care of you. You always tell me that the trips make you the happiest. Going to New Zealand, it made you the fucking happiest. Ghost hunting with your buddies made you the happiest. Being in the same RV made you the happiest. And yet somehow I'm the villain. I'm the villain because you tell me that the thing that makes you the happiest is making videos with me. And I kept trying to keep us making videos and pay you the best I can, Edith. I'm the fucking criminal here. I'm the villain here in this scenario, bro. Come on, dude. I'm the one who's always like, let's go to the gym. Let's go do this. Let's go do that. What do you want to do? Do you want to go to Tempest? Do you want to train? Do you want to come bounce on the fucking trampoline? Do you want to play Mario Kart? I was always the one reaching out to you to be like, what do you want to do, man? Like, I'm happy to fucking make you happy. That's crazy. That's fucking heartbreaking. That's crazy, dude. And then the most severe thing is that you try and say that not only I, but everyone abused you. I believe that is the word. Again, I haven't been able to watch the TikTok since yesterday when you blocked me. But you tried to say I abused you. Dude, I was in the same room as you. I did the same thing. And also, if you think I abused you, that means the 7 other people that were there, that were with you, that also let you do the same thing, also abused you. You accused 7 people of abusing you. Why? Because the room was cold. It was 56 degrees in the room. One night it dropped down to, I think, 48. And you said that we didn't have a heater because I was worried about the noise. That's not true. We didn't have a heater because when we plugged in the heater, it broke the power. It popped the fucking breaker. Okay? And if the heat was on, the stream couldn't run, and we were there to do a charity stream. Also, you knew where we were going. You knew we were going to Connecticut in the fucking winter. You knew that. I wore thermals and a sweatshirt and a hoodie and a jacket. I don't know what you wore, but I'm not responsible for dressing you. Okay? You were not abused. You got scared and you played sick. That is the fucking truth. You got scared, which is fine, but you played sick. And I get why you did it, because it would be a really embarrassing thing to tell people on stream that you signed up to do a 5+ day ghost hunt, one of the most haunted places in the world, and now you're too scared to do it. I get it. That would have been fucking weird. And that's why I never said shit. I let you just play sick. And you came in when you wanted, and then you did what you wanted, and you jumped in, and you jumped out, but we all know you weren't. Everyone was there. All of us were there. And also, I did not say that you shouldn't have ordered McDonald's because you needed to eat. That's not what I said. What I said is that any person who was feeling ill and actually cared about getting better to rejoin the charity event they were doing should have ordered food that would actually benefit their body. As far as I know, McDonald's is not a recommendation of any physician. That's not the diet of choice. Okay? All of us were like, dude, you're eating things that are making it worse for you. Why would you eat things that are making it worse for you? We didn't say you should only eat chicken noodle fucking soup. We just said eat things that are healthy, that'll help you. All of us, we're just trying to help you. And then that's when it all registered on us that you were just scared and you played sick. And no, you weren't on phone calls and you were in the sunshine, bro. Fuck off with that. Fuck off with that. You were also totally chill in the motorhome. That's bullshit. I know what those phone calls were about with your family, and don't you fucking dare try and say it was about me abusing you. That's not what it was. I know what it is, but I'm not gonna spill personal drama bullshit that involves other people. Okay, I'm trying to avoid that. I'm not trying to bring fucking names into this or other people into this or anything like that, bro. But I know you. I know what you do. And it's fucking crazy to me that I didn't think this would happen to me too when I watched you do it to everyone that had ever been in your life. I watched it happen. And for some reason, delusional Elton was like, nah, he's changing. He's going to be a better person. This is my best friend. Like, I fucking love this dude. He would never. And then here we are. Bro, this is crazy. Absolutely crazy. Let's meet up, live stream it, vocalize everything. I'm not afraid of the truth, bro. I'm only afraid of you and your imagination. That's it. Okay? So let's do that. And if you don't want to meet up, because obviously you know you're lying about everything, and it'll be blatantly clear, then accusing me of abuse and paying you below minimum wage, which, by the way, is just absolutely insulting when you do the math on it, to how fucking hard people work for their money, bro. I came from being homeless, okay? Me, that's fucked, okay? On behalf of all those people, I apologize that he said that. That's insane. Okay, but these accusations that you have made that absolutely are 100% false with no merit to them, anything at all, they are purely fictional, delusional. And you don't want to hash this out and admit to it, the fact that you're lying, then okay. We go to court, I sue you, and whatever amount the lawyers want to go for, great, gets donated. I don't want your money. I don't. I've only wanted you to make more money so you can live a more comfortable, happy life and pursue the things you want to do. So, that's it. I don't know. You know how to get a hold of me. I don't have you blocked on shit. Also, you know where I live. You lived with me for 2 years. I don't know where you live, by the way. I've never been invited into your house. I think maybe I picked you up from your new house. I don't know. I don't know where the fuck you live. So I don't know where that came from either, bro. Never been to your house. But you know where I live. You lived with me for 3 years. That's why this also hurts way more. Not just business partners. Not just roommates. But friends. All of it combined. And this is what you... Anyways, I'm fucking sweating my balls off. It's 110 degrees here. I'm gonna go enjoy the rest of this weekend. I'm staying off social media until I get back home in Los Angeles. But that's it, guys. I don't know. I don't know what else to do here. But I'm not okay with this. I'm not. Did it once before, not again.